Hello everyone, Tim back for another Minecraft statue tutorial. Today we're going to be building the Hulk from Spider-Man Brand New Day. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. So to build the Hulk, you're going to need green terracotta, lime terracotta, brown concrete, red concrete, smooth quartz slab, white wool, green wool, black wool, and one that I do not have here, which we need to go ahead and get, is gray wool. So, with all those materials together, we can begin. So we're going to start Hulk off by doing 1 green terracotta, 1 lime, 1 green, 2 lime, 1 green, 1 lime, 1 green. We are then going to do 6 rows of lime terracotta. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. For the next row, we are going to do 1 brown concrete, 1 lime terracotta, 2 brown concrete, 1 lime terracotta, 2 brown concrete, 1 lime terracotta. Next row we are going to do an entire row brown concrete. Next row we're going to do 2 brown concrete, 1 lime terracotta, 2 brown concrete, 1 lime terracotta, 2 brown concrete. Next row we are going to do 2 brown concrete, 3 brown concrete, 1 lime terracotta, 3 brown concrete, 1 lime terracotta. Next row we're going to do 1 lime terracotta, and then the rest of the row is entirely brown concrete. And we're going to do 6 brown concrete, 1 lime terracotta, 1 brown concrete, and then the final row of the legs is entirely brown concrete. So that is the front of the legs of Hulk done. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the legs done just while we're at it. So we'll go to the left side first. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the entirety of the legs back by 3. So just match the material. And then when you get to the pants here from the left, we're going to do a lime terracotta, a brown, a lime. And we're going to do an entire row brown. And we're going to do 1 brown, 1 lime, 1 brown. Then we're going to do 1 lime, 2 brown. And then we're just going to do 3 rows of brown. Like that. For the other side, something very similar. Let's go ahead and drag the legs up here. And on this row, with the lime terracotta on the end, we're going to do 1 brown concrete, 1 lime, 1 brown. Like this. Then we're going to do a row of brown. Then we're going to do 1 lime, 1 brown, 1 lime. Then we're going to do 1 lime, 2 brown, and then we're just going to do 3 rows of brown. And that is the side of both the legs. For the back of the legs, we're going to connect the lime terracotta up to about where it is on the front. So roughly about here. Then we're going to do 1 brown concrete, 2 lime terracotta, 1 brown concrete, 2 lime terracotta. Next row we're going to do an entire row of brown concrete. Next row we're going to do 3 brown concrete, 1 lime terracotta, 2 brown concrete. Next row we're going to do 1 brown concrete, 1 lime, 4 brown concrete. Next row we are going to do 4 brown concrete, 1 lime, 1 brown. And then we're just going to do 2 rows of brown concrete. So there you have it. That is the legs of Hulk done. So moving on to the torso, we are going to start by doing, first row of the legs, we're going to do 2 brown concrete, or the torso, 2 brown concrete, 1 lime, 3 brown, 1 lime, 1 brown. And while we're here, we're just going to go ahead and bring out where the arms are going to be, just so it'll be a little easier for us. We're going to do 2 green terracotta, 2 lime, and then go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side, like that. For the next row, we are going to do 1 green terracotta, 1 lime, 1 green, 2 lime, 1 green, 1 lime, 1 green. Next row, we're going to do 1 green, 1 lime, 4 green, 1 lime, 1 green. Next row, we're going to do 2 lime, 1 green, 2 lime, 1 green, 2 lime. Next row, we're going to do 2 lime, 4 green, 2 lime. Next row we're going to do 2 lime, 1 green, 2 lime, 1 green, 2 lime. Next row we're going to do 2 lime, 4 green, 2 lime. Next row we're going to do 2 lime, 1 green, 2 lime, 1 green, 2 lime. And then the next row we're going to do an entire row of green terracotta. Now on this row, we're going to bring all the blocks out except these middle 2 blocks, just with green, of course, green terracotta. Everything from here is going to be out 1 layer, so you no longer really have to worry about this back layer. So, for the next row we're going to do 3 lime, 2 green, 3 lime, and repeat this 2 more times. Like so. The next row we're going to do 3 green, 2 lime, 3 green. And then we're just going to do an entire row of lime terracotta. And if you want to, we can just go ahead and place 6 lime right here, which will be the bottom of the mouth. So that is the front of the torso completely done. Also, if you want to put like webbing on him like there is in the movie, you could probably use like, I don't even know. I haven't done that. You could use like maybe pale oak fence or cobwebs or, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really design anything like that, but he definitely does have that in the movie because obviously, well, not trying to go into spoiler territory, but from the trailers, he definitely has that. So, anyways, for the arms. So the first thing we're going to do on the arms is right here where this row of green terracotta is, we're going to take this out by 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to place a green terracotta on top and then 2 lime in the middle. And then place 2 green terracottas in the middle here. And then 2 green terracottas in the middle and the bottom. So like this. We're going to fill everything below that in with lime. And everything above that in with lime. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to bring these 2 green terracottas forward by 1, place a lime terracotta here, and then we're going to do 2 rows of lime terracotta, and then on the top here, we're just going to place 3 lime terracottas, which will give us that. And then for the fist, to make his fists bigger, we're going to place 2 lime terracottas here, then we're going to do 2 rows of lime terracotta, and then we're just going to bring these blocks forward like this, which will give us that. And now we're literally just going to recreate the exact same thing on the other arm. So literally just do what we already did. It's a pretty simple statue. This one's very similar to all the other Hulk statues. The only other Hulk I've done so far on the channel is the Incredible Hulk version. And I think he had blue pants on in that version. I think he just had jeans on. I could be wrong though. But this is the second Hulk that I've done out of many more to come. So, but that is the front of the statue completely finished. Now luckily for us, the rest of the statue is very, very easy. So really all we're going to do for the rest of the statue is just bring everything back by 3 with lime. So the bottom of the hands here. Then the sides of the arms. Also, I go ahead and just put an extra green terracotta here just for the muscles. But minus that, everything else is lime. So pretty easy stuff. And then fill in the shoulders. Pick and place blocks right. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and just fill in the back of the arms. So pretty easy stuff. And then for the back, we're just going to pretty much fill this entire thing in with lime. And we'll add a little bit once we come back to it. Yeah, I have 2 more statues coming from Brand New Day. I have those of you who haven't seen the movie, I apologize in advance, but I'm doing Jean Grey and also Bill Metzger. So those are the 2 remaining. Alright, so for the sides, we're going to basically kind of mirror the shape that we did on the front. So we're going to place 2 here, and then we're going to just do 3 rows of lime terracotta underneath. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to just do an extra like row of lime terracotta underneath the hands like this, and then just go ahead and bring this down by 2 like that. The back of the hands is the exact same as the front, just don't put the green terracotta. Let's go ahead and do the exact same thing over here. Just like this. And then I'll go ahead and just fill all this in. Like that. So that is the fists. And then for the actual shoulders, we're going to do what we did on the front. Do 2 here, and then just kind of do like this plus shape. And then actually we'll do the back here in a minute because it's a little different. For the sides, just do like this big plus shape, like that. And that is the sides. Alright, and for the back, we're going to come to this block right here, so 2 blocks in, or 1 block in I guess, and do that whole row. Next row we're going to place 2 here, the next 2 rows I guess, like this and this, and then we're just going to connect these. And then we're going to do another row going in a block, just like this. And then we're going to come to this block and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and on this block we're going to place a lime terracotta, and then just bring that all the way over to here, like this. And then what we're going to do is with our green terracottas, we're going to knock out these blocks right here and replace them with green terracottas, and then replace these with green terracottas as well, like this. And one last thing we're going to do, we're going to just do 3 brown concretes, leave this as a lime, 2 brown concretes, leave this as a lime, 1 brown concrete. And that is the entirety of the back of the statue. Pretty simple. Alright, so for the face is pretty simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the lime terracotta be level with this right here, this row. And we're going to place 1 lime terracotta going inward, like this. And in here we're going to do a 2x4 of red concrete. And we're going to place quartz slabs on the bottom half and the upper half, like this. And then we're just going to surround this with lime terracotta, like so. For the next row, we're going to do 1 lime terracotta, 1 white wool, 1 green wool, 2 lime terracotta, my bad, 1 green wool, 1 white wool, 1 lime terracotta. The next row we're going to do 1 lime terracotta, 2 black wool, 2 lime terracotta, 2 black wool, 1 lime terracotta, words. Next row we are going to do an entire row of lime terracotta. Next row we are going to do 1 black wool, 6 lime terracotta, 1 black wool. And then the top row, the final row, is entirely black wool. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring this out, the top row out by 1, minus the end blocks. And then we're going to do 1 black wool on the end, 1 black wool here, and that'll be it. And then we're going to replace this block with a gray, and this block with a gray, like that. Actually, we might replace that one with a gray too, just to give it a little bit. So that is the front of the face. For the sides, what we're going to do is we're going to take the lime terracotta back to where it's touching this block, and then we're going to do 2 rows of gray wool, just like this. And then same thing over here. Real quick, the top of the statue, we can go ahead and just take the black wool all the way back, just where it lines up with the gray wool back here, like so. And then we can go ahead and the row below it, we can just make that all black wool, like that. And now we'll work up from here. So for the next row on top of this gray, we're going to do 4 gray wool, then 3 lime terracotta. Next row we're going to do 5 gray wool, 2 lime terracotta. Next row we're going to do 4 gray wool, 3 lime terracotta. Next row we're going to do 4 gray wool, 2 lime terracotta, 1 gray wool. Next row we are going to do 2 black wool, and then 5 gray wool. And then on this row here, we're just going to replace this block and this block with a gray wool, like that. For the other side, it's going to be something very similar, so literally just repeat the entire gray wool section. Obviously, Mark Ruffalo is a lot older than he used to be, so there's a lot more gray in the hair. And then on this side, we're just going to replace this block and this block, like so. For the back of the statue, we are just going to match up the grays. And if you want to like break these 2 blocks, put black hair, you can. That's up to you. Kinda, or maybe even 4. Personally, I just like the full gray look, but if you want to do something like that, you can. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a gray wool here and a gray wool here. And once you've done that, you actually will have finished your Hulk statue from Spider-Man Brand New Day. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. This one is not very hard. And I really didn't even have to design him. Really all I had to design was the hair, because I designed this guy a long time ago, back when I made like the Incredible Hulk stuff. I cannot talk today, I'm sorry. The Incredible Hulk statues and the Avengers stuff, which have yet to be released. But they will be maybe sooner than you think. But anyways, so thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next tutorial. Bye-bye.